Hello, everyone, and welcome to M2 Esports. Today, our M2 Huskies are going to be taking on the Colorado School of Mines in the Playfly League semifinals.
Yeah, I'm Aiden,
I'm Ben.
and we have a banger match cooked up for you guys today. So as Ben said there, obviously these are the semifinals for the League of Legends playoffs. That's a big deal because our league team is the only team that is still in contention for winning any sort of one of these tournaments. And so we're hoping they can take home a win today, hopefully a 2-0 so I can get to bed at a reasonable hour. But hoping that we can advance to those grand finals
Yeah, and
sometime
I mean,
soon.
no matter what happens, we'll be there to cheer them on. And we have seen the bracket, so if they do, in the unfortunate case, which definitely won't happen, they won't
Totally.
lose tonight. But if they do, we will end up in a final match where we'll decide who is third place and who is fourth, with whoever wins between the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, it's OSU versus UNC, and we versed OSU before. They did kind of beat us 0-2. Although if you were there, you'd know it was a lot closer than that, and you saw a lot of
Knife's
improvement
edge.
from the Huskies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's how it's looking. So if we go to finals, we'll likely be going up against OSU. OSU is currently up 1-0
Mm-hmm.
against their opponent tonight.
Yeah, on the opposite side of the bracket there.
But in other news, Thanksgiving break, we're all back. Yay.
Yeah, got some rest and some recharge just in time to lose it all before finals.
Yep.
But I don't know, my break was pretty uneventful. Just stayed home, kind of chillaxed, got some work done, played some video games, did some reading. What about you?
I was up here. I got to see the first snowstorm up here of the
Oh
year,
yeah,
the first blizzard. Oh, boy, yeah, I mean, it was cold. It's still cold. It's gonna keep being cold. But I mean, if you go to Michigan Tech, you're probably expecting that.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's week 14. We all got finals next week. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's a mood killer. Uh,
Yeah. Yep. I'm
yeah,
feeling pretty good about them though. I'm an
yeah,
ace.
yeah.
How are you
You
feeling?
know what? I believe in you. One of us got to do well.
Oh.
So
Oh no. Aiden, you got to lock in.
I'm super locked.
Much like our League of Legends team is going to lock in tonight.
Yes, good analysis there on what we hope our League of Legends has been doing. And one could even say that we hope our league team has been studying their opponents over the last week over break, just like we should be studying for our finals coming next week. But obviously, just all jokes here, we got good stuff ahead for not that worried about my finals. I know you're gonna do well as well, and we hope that our League of Legends team is also going to be doing very well tonight. So
I mean, speaking of what's going on ahead, what's on the schedule? Can we let's get the schedule pulled up. As you can see, we got nothing that we know of so far. If we do have something, you'll hear about it on X.
mhm,
But
the everything app.
just as a catch up, not last week, but the week before, we did have League of Legends going up against the now I'm blanking on the moment. California State University San Bernardino in League of Legends. We did win 2-1 after we lost the first game and then we
Yeah.
brought it back. That was a very close match and
As
very
soon as
great
they
to
got off
see.
their insta locks and had to play real agents, we got we started taking a lot of those matches there. And then obviously on Wednesday, our Overwatch team did unfortunately lose 0-3 against the Savannah College of Art and Design, which it was unfortunate. I think that there was a lot of good stuff from our Overwatch team, but at the end of the day, they were just a little bit better prepared, and just overall did a bit better than we did. But it was a close match, and so I don't think 0-3 was truly reflective of how the actual matchup came to be in that game. But unfortunately, we did end up losing, which is why obviously here the only thing we have this week is today our match against the Colorado School of Mines, as our League of Legends team fights to keep the Husky pride in any of the playoff brackets.
Yeah, I mean, I'm I'm excited for the match tonight.
Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping it's a 2-0. But in our favor, obviously. If we
Yeah,
do lose
yeah.
this first match, it's praying for a 2-1.
We
But
should
obviously
have
we
a
won't lose it.
draft coming up here soon-ish. So we'll let you know when that happens. It doesn't look like it's up just yet, but that should be up and coming. What I do know is that we do have player rosters. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got some fantastic people here at MTU. We have Griffin Berwick, music tabs in the top lane. We got Brandon Lamb, Nugtart in the jungle. We got Echo Joseph Sunless in the mid lane. And then we got Kent Craftinator in the bot lane and Erica Crayon as support.
Yeah, we got a very strong lineup, as always. Seen a lot of improvement from all of these players throughout the entire season. Everybody's got their own thing they're known for, like my Go Music Tabs with his Mordekaiser. And, Erica was actually doing a really good performance on Nautilus last time, the last match that they played. A lot of those Qs were landing. It was a big improvement over the start of the season. So definitely big jumps from everybody all around.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some pretty interesting Azir plays. Echo has been really popping off on the Azir, so that's been great to watch.
Yeah, just a lot of really good stuff coming out from our roster, but it wouldn't be a game if these were the only 5 people on the server. And so we also do have the opponent's roster, which is going to look like in the top lane, we're going to have Neon Rainbow 1. In the jungle is going to be Wiz. Cookie Doge the God is going to be your mid laner. A Circular Saw is going to be playing support. And finally, Phoenix Archmage will be the bottom laner. So pretty strong roster that we're going to be going up against, especially because obviously they're here in the semifinal bracket with us. But I've got faith. I think that we can, take it to them and we can get this win in due fashion. Now, if you will notice at the top of the screen there, our League of Legends team is 6-1, and the people that we are going up against is 7-0. But,
The numbers don't say it all.
yeah, they don't say it all. The match against OSU was very close, and we don't even know if the Colorado School of Art or the Colorado School of Mines was playing against OSU. We don't even know if they ran into them, and so there's a chance that they didn't have to face the same people that we did. So
Yeah, it's very likely, but I mean, yeah, if it was all numbers and how many wins and losses you had, mathematicians would rule sports, but
yeah,
they don't. So here we are, and a lot more really goes into it. I mean, like your spirit, your drive, your
oh, we got
courage,
plenty of that.
hashtag tenacity. Huskies are full of it.
Yeah, you know it.
And it does look like we have bands coming in, so we're going to swap over to that. Welcome back. Here we are. We can see that Colorado School of Mines obviously has got a lock on Erica because that looks
Yeah,
like a
wow.
Braum and Nautilus band coming down onto our support. The Dr. Mundo band coming out onto our top laner. We're answering with an Ornn, which is going to be our top lane pick from Music Tabs.
Yeah, if we do throw back to the interview that he did last time that we had a match in the quarterfinals, he was talking about how actually Ornn was what he wanted to be playing. So this is pretty interesting that they go for the Dr. Mundo pick because that is kind of our secondary approach to the comp, I guess. Ornn is our, in his words, his preferred pick in these types of scenarios. And so pretty interesting they're letting us pick into that first.
Yeah, so we do see that Scion and Mel picks that is going to be the top lane and mid lane, respectively, most likely. I mean, you never know in these things. It could be a Mel APC heading down in the bot lane. But for right now, we can safely assume that is their top and mid laner. So it looks like there's going to be an Ornn Scion in the top lane, Battle of the Tanks. I'm fairly certain it's a bit more Ornn sided. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When I say Ornn sided, I mean like in like that early laning phase area. I'm pretty sure because Scion does infinitely scale health. So that is something to consider. So
Yeah.
in the late game, I mean, eventually he's going to reach a point where he just goes off the rails. So MTU's kind of got to stop him from doing that, stop him from just like split pushing and taking towers.
Yeah,
But we
looks
do
like
see
Jinx and Milio.
Milio. Yes,
Yeah,
that is our bot and support. So that's going to be Craftinator and Erica rocking the Jinx Milio bot lane.
yeah. Be interesting if they continue, or Colorado School of Mines continues with these bands, because I don't know if I've seen Erica play things other than Milio, Braum, and Nautilus,
I
because we
think
haven't had our pool tested that much.
I've seen her pull a Soraka before in Norms. I'm not sure how confident she is in it, but
Yeah,
we do see that Seraphine pick. That is likely their supporter mid again. It's unclear. It's probably support. Seraphine does generally go down there nowadays, as far as I know.
yeah,
But yeah, as for Jinx Melio, I mean, like the big thing there is that Jinx, when she switches to her rockets, because she does have a rocket launcher, she gains increased range, and then Melio, of course, his cozy campfire gives increased range to whoever's in the area. So Craftinator is just going to be blasting them from halfway across the lane. It's going to be rough on whoever's down
that's
there.
exactly what we want to see. Going to be a Wukong ban here for Colorado School of Mines, so potentially trying to ban that out because they know how strong Nug has been on that. So it looks like we're going to be banning Amumu.
Yeah, Mumu has
Never
like a
seen that.
really strong engage, just like a very yeah, just a very solid character, honestly, I would say.
Yeah.
His ultimate is massive, it stuns, it would be very bad to go into, I'd say.
Okay, the Mbessa ban. I don't know where she's played, but I don't think we've played Mbessa
That one's
before.
a bit odd, and Bessa's
So
generally run top lane. We've already
picked our
picked our
top
top
laner.
laner, so I'm not sure exactly what they're going for there. There could be a bigger brain strategy that I'm aware of. Maybe Mbessa jungle has been popping off recently. I am seeing that Wukong and Mbessa ban, so we could be banning out that. But it does look like we're having a couple technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So we should have our, there we are.
We just had to remind you guys of how strong our roster is
Yeah,
for
true.
a
Our
brief
roster
moment
is
there.
very, very, yes, and we do have the Smolder coming
Ah,
out.
you did say you wanted to see that.
Smolder is what, yeah, I did say behind the scenes. I was hoping, I had done a little scouting beforehand and I saw the Smolder and I was like, okay, I really want to see this. So
Yeah.
yes, we do have that Smolder they are running. So it looks like there's going to be a Mel in the mid lane and a Seraphine support.
Yeah. And then where does Smolder played?
Smolder is in the bot lane.
Bot lane, okay.
So his main gimmick is that he infinitely scales. He is an ADC, and he breathes fire on people and shoots flaming snot bubbles.
Very flattering.
And then when he's losing, he calls his mom. His
Yeah.
mom, the adult dragon who shows up and breathes fire on all his enemies. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Wonderful. Looks like we're going for the Diana Victor here. And they're going to pick into a Xin Zhao. So
Yes.
explain to me what kind of comps that we have formulated now that we have all 5 on both sides.
Yeah, so that Diana pick from the side of MTU is going to be our jungler, so that's going to be Nugtart running it. And then, of course, the last role remaining is Victor is going to be Sunless. And then for Xin Zhao is going to be the jungle for the side of Colorado Mines.
Yeah.
So Xin Zhao has a extremely powerful early game. He generally runs Hail of Blades. He has an ability where he autos you 3 times, and on the third one it knocks you up. He has a very far dash. So, when he goes to gank early, he can dash to you. Hail of Blades gives you really fast attack speed for your first 3 autos. So bam, bam, knock up. So just a very quick combo. It's very easy to try and secure kills that way by ganking. So Xin Zhao is likely going to be their dominant force in the early game, and then passing it more so on to Smolder and Scion in the later game.
Yeah, as they start to scale.
With kind of like Mel there to handle the middle area of the game. So I guess we'll see how that goes for them. As for us, I'm seeing Diana has a ultimate where she pulls everyone in on her. She can like dash around a bunch.
Yeah.
Victor likes having everyone in the same area. He has a lot of, I would say, a lot of disjointed abilities that are all very powerful individually, but don't necessarily combo together all the best.
Yeah.
But he has a like a slowing field he can put down that eventually stuns people, so that would work very well with a Diana ult. And then of course Ornn is able to, his passive is that he's able to apply brittle to people where they are stunned for longer, they're CC'd for longer by the next CC they're hit by.
Yeah.
So
very good combos. We can get them rolling and online there. So going to be looking, I guess, more about those big team fights then, where we have a lot of people
yeah, some very big
people.
Powerful team fight ultimates. And then of course Jinx, once she gets 1 kill, she gets excited, she goes crazy, and then like she gains a whole bunch of move speed and attack speed and just starts blasting everybody down, getting that extra range from Emilio to stay extra safe.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough. If Colorado Mines can drag out this game late enough, they do have Smolder and Scion infinite scalers. So it's going to be hard on MTU if they let it reach that point.
Yeah.
So it kind of seems like MTU wants to be taking these team fights in like the 20-minute zone, winning these fights with their, a little bit more powerful team fighting ability, I'd say, looking at these teams.
So a lot of focus on that mid game then.
Yeah, a lot of focus on those mid-game team fights is what I'm expecting from MTU.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll have to see. It does look like we are getting into the bans in the actual client now, because this was done in a third-party program. And then we should be hopping into the game in roughly 3 minutes-ish, I want to say. So we do have a little bit of time to kill.
Yeah.
And while we're killing time, we can take a look at these bans. MTU the bans are telling a story that they want to lock this jungler out. I'm seeing that Skarner ban, Amumu, Jarvan, Nidalee, Jax can be played jungle. So if I look here, I might find that their jungler is playing. Nope, Jax is a pick of their top laner.
Okay.
But yeah. So 1 ban for the top lane Jax. Maybe it is very annoying matchup for Ornn or something.
Yeah.
As for the side of Colorado Mines, we're seeing, the Dr. Mundo's a top ban and Bessa's a top ban. Braum and Nautilus are supports, and then Wukong is jungle. They don't seem to be that scared of what Craftinator is able to pull out, or maybe it's something along the lines of like any ADC is pretty much going to be doing almost the same thing as any other.
Yeah.
So it's like, assuming one's not like dominant in the meta right now, you're generally safe not banning the ADC perhaps.
Yeah, it's just I'm Surprised that they did both bans onto Erica there with the Braum and the Nautilus, 'cause I don't think it's something that we've seen before with that
Yeah, they are taking out both of her
specific
kind of like
target.
tankier support picks.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we have been seeing a lot of tanky support picks
Yeah.
from Erica, which tanky support picks are kind of my favorite to play with. But I feel like pulling out the Melio here, especially paired with Jinx, is a pretty good counter to them. Like, they're trying
Yeah.
to shut down this tank build. It's like, okay, you can
Just
keep the
swap.
tanks. We'll just don't even need tanks. We'll just blast you before you can get to us.
Yeah, it's good to see that we have that depth to our champion pool and stuff like that. And the other thing I wanted to touch on was just what I talked about earlier. With I was just surprised at the direction they went for their top lane bans against us, because we really haven't seen Mbessa get played, and the Doctor Mundo is something we only really pull out once we've kind of hit that limit of the early parts of our top lane map or champion pool. Like usually you'll see like his Ornn and then a Mordekaiser or something like that. And so I am surprised that they did do the Dr. Mundo, but I don't know, maybe they, Tech's been cooking something up over the last week or so that we haven't been privy to. Maybe they're wanting to play a bit more of that one comp they were running with the Dr. Mundo and the whatever the scary guy's name is that Sunless plays. So
Yeah, I'm looking at this and it's like maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe Ornn is like able to be played in like mid or jungle or something, and they're
yeah,
like, okay, this Ornn may not be top lane, so we're gonna ban out the Mbessa because Mbessa does give Sion a ridiculously hard time. Because
yeah,
Sion is he's very like heavy hitting, but he's very slow. Mbessa, every move she uses gives her a dash.
yeah.
And so when Sion's trying to hit this big area and then Mbessa just dashes out of it, it's like, oh, well, guess I'll lose then. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
fairly
nothing you can
certain
do.
that's one of his hardest matchups is against Mbessa and Wukong.
Yeah, so they did a bit of scouting, but not enough, because they would have seen that we do not play the Mbessa, and that we have a lot more other first top lane picks there. So looks like we're just waiting for spectator delay in the client for you guys right now. About 2:30 on the clock, so it should have you guys in game very shortly. Excited to get this show on the road. So any other comment stuff you just want to make about what they've done here before we delve into other topics?
Yeah, I do think that Mel was a very good pick against the Ornn. Mel, her W is that she can reflect enemies' projectiles. So Ornn brings his ultimate in. It's like a big charging ramp. He
Yeah.
crashes into it. After he crashes into it, it knocks people up that it hits. It knocks people up that it hits, and Mel can just reflect that right back at MTU,
Ah,
and kind of use Ornn's ult against him. So I'm fairly certain that was that was a part of the counter pick there with the Mel
yeah.
was kind of countering that Ornn's team fighting ability. Hopefully Diana and Victor will be able to pull it out, and then Ornn may be able to like pop ult a bit later in the fight, or if they can catch Mel out where when she's already used her reflection,
Yeah.
she can't reflect the Ornn ult.
How often does she get that ability?
It is on like a 20 or so second cooldown, so
Okay.
it's fairly long. There's definitely counterplay room there to deal with it, but it
Yeah.
is kind of obnoxious.
It's gonna be a game of timings then, because we don't like how long can we hold the ult for so that we don't hold it for too long, but we get that ability out, because if Mel's also not popping that ability, that's worse for them in the team fight. If they're waiting for us and we don't end up popping our stuff, because then they just don't have an ability that they're using here. So should be pretty interesting. About 54 seconds on the spectator delay clock here, so
Yeah,
just a little bit of time.
I would like to see. I believe that Diana's ganking pressure is a bit on the weaker side until right around level 6 when she
Yeah,
gets her ultimate. So I'm a bit scared to see what the Smolder might end up doing in that bot lane when he's got all that free time without a Diana gank.
yeah.
But I guess we'll have to see. Maybe Victor roams bot side. Maybe Craftinator is able to pop off real hard down there with the help of Erica and keep the Smolder from getting too much of a lead in that early game.
Yeah. I mean, I
Because
got faith in him. I
yeah, the
think
way that
about to see
Smolder
a
works
masterclass.
is that he gains stacks whenever he hits enemies with his abilities or when he kills things with his Q.
Yeah.
And the more stacks he get, the more units his Q is able to affect. It gets bigger, it gains AoE. So if you can stop him early enough, it'll really slow down his stacking because he starts stacking exponentially as he gains more stacks.
Does that reset when he dies?
The stacks do not reset when he dies.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be a big focus for us then. Looks
Yeah,
like the
but
game
like
is launching here, so
as far as you can push him back, the better.
yeah, very very good. We'll see how hard this is to cast, because a lot of these people I've not seen play before. I did just finish watching Arcane with my my family, and so I
Yeah,
have a
look,
little bit of
it's
knowledge
Jinx
there.
from
So we
League of
got
Legends.
Jinx,
That's crazy.
Victor,
Victor. Yeah, that's also
Mel,
a character.
the Ambessa band. So there are some people that we noticed here, but it looks like we are going to start, and it's Christmas themed. Okay, Merry
It
Christmas to
is
everybody.
Christmas themed. Oh boy. Um,
Should be pretty interesting here. Does not look like we're going for any early fights or anything like that off the beginning, so should just be a pretty standard start to things.
and we are back.
Yeah, apologies for those technical difficulties, everybody. It turns out that I don't even know how much memory is on the computer. Definitely more than enough, but it was not enough for the greedy OBS. So we are getting right back into the action here after that unfortunate crash of our streaming devices and stuff. Not that much has happened so far. Still 0-0 on the kills here. I did see in our Twitch chat, let's see, we do have some visitors from the Colorado School of Mines. So welcome to the chat. Unfortunately, we are rooting against you, but
you know, I mean,
no
we want to
bias,
see
no
a good
bias on the
game. We want to
broadcast.
see a good game.
Just a little bit of bias on the broadcast.
We're here to see
Yeah.
a very nice game of
More
League
than
of
anything,
Legends.
we want good League of Legends, and I also want to go home early.
And
But
it does look like Sunless is kind of popping up in the mid lane. Mel is not able to handle the Victor heat.
yeah, so I did not see that because
Yeah,
I'm
so
just back on the monitor now.
oh, we just see the gank coming in from Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao is at level 4. This is not looking great. That is going to be his W landing.
Ooh.
He's going to be dashing in, and that's going to be Xin Zhao picking up that early kill. Xin Zhao, of course, has that early game dominance. That is not what you want to see, but it's also very much expected.
Yeah, that's
Sunless
just
was just a little bit too far up.
yeah, just wanting to probably chase that little last sliver of HP left on the Mel there. We do not really have the vision to be able to recognize when that gank was coming through, and so good play from the side of Colorado School of Mines there. Getting their early first blood there. So,
Yeah, Seraphine has kind of been running havoc on our bot lane here. We are a little bit low, but we're surviving. It's not too bad yet.
not the end of the world. I would say.
Revenant is able to get a little bit of poke on the Seraphine there, so that's always nice to see. It doesn't seem like anything too interesting is happening up top lane. It does look like Sion is pushing in hard there. Diana is in the area, but Music Tabs is standing still. Oh, that is going to be a knockup coming down onto Sion. You can see how long he was in the air for because of that brittle passive on
coming up
Sion.
too.
Absolutely massive. The Diana level 4 gank is coming down onto Sion, getting a little bit of chip damage, but has no CC at that point, and looks like Sion is going to be able to get away.
Yeah, so not able to secure the kill, but a good push back onto their own tower there. Nug maybe just a little bit too far behind, not really able to catch up in time before the opposing Sion did get under the tower there. But a good attempt from us now, just clearing out those wards, making sure that, they lose that vision in that area if possible.
Yeah, like I was saying, the Diana ganks before level 6 are going to be a bit rough.
Yeah, just don't have that ability
that
power
catch potential, yeah.
Yeah.
But, we do have Sunless and Mel back here in the mid lane. Sunless is trying to bait out her W before going in with his laser, but doesn't look like she's going to bite. We do see that Sion was able to get a bit of damage onto Ornn. Ornn getting about half health. Sion's a bit healthier, so it's not exactly what you want to see. Hopefully Ornn is a little bit closer and experienced to hitting level 6, and he'll be able to get something on Sion with that.
Yeah, looks like first Drake is down here, so...
That is going to be Craftinator's backstopped. Sunless is going to be missing that laser beam onto the Mel, and of course that's going to be Xin Zhao picking up the Hextech Dragon.
Yeah, so unfortunate for Michigan Tech there that we do lose that first Drake. Didn't really seem like there was any contention. Whether they knew that CSM was on it or not is up for debate. But yeah, I can really see what you're talking about, those long wind-ups, but then pretty devastating attacks there from the Sion onto the Ornn there. Just don't really have the movement speed or maneuverability to get out of a lot of those. From what it seems. Good damage from Craft.
That's very good damage. That's going to be
there's
probably going to be a Seraphine back. Craftinator does not have his ultimate yet, so he's not able to try and get that pick onto Seraphine.
Yeah.
But, I mean, getting her out of lane, stopping her from being able to support Smolder for getting his stacks, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, just making sure that we don't have that coming in here.
But it does look like Seraphine's going to be sticking around.
Good damage. So, they do have that support or ADC. I believe Seraphine's the support.
Seraphine is the support.
Okay. So, yeah, the ADC then actually rotating in back to that bottom lane there. Was hanging out around with the jungler for a little bit of time here. Can see, looks like Kraft is now going back to rejoin his support. I believe he did channel back for a little bit here. Now going to be picking up, what is that, blue buff?
Yes, that is going to be blue buff in their top side, blue side jungle. Yes. We see Music Tabs getting a little bit more farming done, is a level ahead, so that's pretty great to see. I do see that Xin Zhao coming in. That is a very unfortunate time to go in because that Xin Zhao is in the area. He's going to be looking for something. Xin Zhao went to go under red side tower for the gank, instead of going through river, and that means that it wasn't able to catch that Ornn, was trying to keep the Ornn from going too far on Scion under tower.
Yeah, Nug has also hit level 6 at this point, so they do have the Diana ult online.
This is true. We do see Diana hanging around in the mid area. Xin Zhao is also roughly in that topside jungle area, so we'll see if something comes of this. It does look like Diana is going to be heading closer to the blue side tower, so it doesn't look like they're going to encounter each other here.
Yeah.
Unless it does look like they're here for those Void Grub spawns.
Oh, there's the engage there from Xin Zhao. Ornn ult coming in.
The Ornn ult coming out. No Mel in the area, but also completely misses it. I think it doesn't matter, though, because that's going to be a pick coming down to Xin Zhao anyhow. Victor is going to be rooted by that Mel, and is going to end up getting away, and so is Mel.
Xin Zhao just a little bit, I think, overextended there. I believe that he thought that it was just Nug that was going for the Void Grubs there and didn't expect the other people to be in the area and didn't really have a way to disengage.
That is going to be a Mel kill. She's going to be able to land enough of her abilities to be able to get her ultimate off and get a kill there.
Yeah,
that is the Smolder ult coming down onto lane. That was pretty crazy. Probably trying to pick up this Craftinator kill. I mean, I don't think it was close enough, but maybe trying to weaken him enough that Seraphine would get the kill. But Craftinator is doing absolutely crazy numbers to Seraphine. Just has to back off because of that Smolder. But yeah, that ultimate is going to end up missing.
Yeah, I don't know if the Seraphine would have survived there without that heal off. A little bit of an emote there, just a little bit of a friendly exchange of gestures. So this is Music Tab Droid's hitting back off. Scion did get a hit off onto the tower, so we are going to lose, I believe, that first plate there. As well as our bot lane tower also has lost that first plate. But what happened in the mid lane there? Was that? Do you think that Echo was overextended? Or, oh, never mind. And this is going to be red team claiming the feudal warfare as Seraphine gets the kill onto Craft. Our Jinx goes down. So
yeah, that's not great. It is 1-3 currently. It does look like the side of Colorado is up about 1.5k gold.
Yeah.
We did get 2 Void Grubs, and they did get the Dragon. So also not great. Smolder does have that blue buff. We can see that does look like Victor is going to be getting caught out by that E, but is not going to get punished by the Mel Q. So that was actually quite a bit of damage avoided by her not having that up. So
yeah,
Crayon is getting pretty low under tower, but Diana's in the area, hopefully trying to like bait them in. That is going to be Smolder backing, but Diana is coming in.
Knock up.
So hopefully she'll be able to do something down there. In the mid lane here, we see a little bit more poke coming from both sides. Just yeah, pretty typical. They're both trying to just weaken the other to the point where they can kill them with their full combo.
Yeah. How long do you think it'll be before we decide to go for a team fight? Next Drake, potentially?
I could see a team fight over the next Drake. That does sound very reasonable.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just a little bit of back and forth in lanes. Craftinator is going to be clearing out this control board in the bot side, but nothing too exciting happening. I mean, there's still a little bit of fighting in the top and mid lane. Bot laners haven't really got into this one a bit. But we do see Ornn coming in here onto Scion, getting quite a bit of damage, but hopefully going to be backing off here soon. Just getting a little bit more chip damage with his Bomby Cinder, it appears he has. If we could pull up the scoreboard at some point, I'm a little bit interested to see that, yes, Ornn does indeed have his Sunfire Cloak already. I believe that is the first full item. It looks like Xin Zhao is going in onto, I couldn't even see who it was, Nugtart here. Yeah. That is a very unfortunate kill going down onto our jungler just before the dragon. That is not who you want to see getting picked out.
To flash.
Yep, Erica does have to burn her flash to get away. And yeah, that looks like it's going to be dragon for the side of Colorado.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know. I think Echo just got attacked from all sides there. Didn't really seem to get an exit option. Just they took their timing when our Diana wasn't in the area here. Good knock up from Music Tabs. It's going to be a stun, but not choosing to punish. Not choosing to punish him.
Yeah, the ult comes in. Tower, except for when he pops his ultimate. Is he going to be able to get the kill?
Oh, the flash.
Just barely not enough. Nectar is now looking very low, but thankfully Xin Zhao is into the area. Xin Zhao is in the mid lane area, and Sunless is extremely low. This is looking like a very good catch for Xin Zhao to go for.
Yeah.
And it is going to go in Xin Zhao's favor. So I believe Xin Zhao is currently 3 kills. If we get scoreboard.
Yeah, doing a very good job of engaging just right
2 kills and Mel has 2.
Yeah, this is going to be, looks like our second plate off for that bot lane tower as well here. So Michigan Tech on the back foot right now. I'd say are trailing by a little bit over 2,500 in terms of gold. It's going to be these next, I think, like 8-10 minutes that are really going to decide how this game's going to go, because we need to claw back our way in some of these more mid-game team fights, as we had talked about. I think that if we're not able to get the advantage here, we're never really going to be able to, because, like you said, the Smolder, the Scion are just going to be, scaling until the end of time.
Yeah, not absolutely over for MTU yet, nowhere near close to there, but it isn't looking great at the moment. We are down quite a significant number of gold. There's going to be some pull coming down on the Seraphine, but Not enough. Not enough.
Yeah, not really taking that much damage
Yeah,
there.
Seraphine's going to be setting up that wave very nicely for a Smolder Q to come down there and get
Diane
some nice
does look like
attacks.
she's rotating down, though,
Diana
pretty
is in
close.
the taking the Krubs camp currently, so she may be able to try and help out the bot laners here soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, either like Crafty or Crayon can get low and try and bait them in, but
Yeah, here
they've
comes
seen
the
Diana.
3v2.
Diana's coming in. Diana does have ultimate, so we should see that coming down
Ooh, good
onto
hit.
Smolder right now. That charm is going to be coming in.
Good
And that is going to
flash,
be a
but
kill
it's
from
not going to
Craftinator
matter.
onto
Jinx,
Smolder.
yeah, Jinx going to be taking down Smolder there, and this now we're 3v1 in the bot lane here. Whether or not we're going to try to punish this is unknown. Looks like no, Diana's going to be rotating back up to potentially a little bit more to that mid lane here. Seraphine's just going to be sticking under tower, not wanting to give up too much damage. That's a good connection, though, from Craft. Potentially, yeah, wanting some of this tower damage off.
We do see that Xin Zhao coming in the top lane.
lane.
We do see them pinging to fight. Ornn needs to be careful here because he's going to find himself in a 1v2, and that is going to be him dashing out, avoiding the knockup, and avoiding the fight entirely, which is, the right play to make in that situation.
Yeah, I was looking at that mini-map right as you started talking about it. I was getting a little bit worried, but Xin Zhao foiled this time at least as he comes in for that 2v1. So
Yeah, we do see that Craft Leader getting a silly little kill onto Seraphine. What was going on there?
yeah, it looks Seraphine just like left the tower. I'm not exactly sure what she
just
thought was
kinda
going on.
Slipped in out of nowhere and was able to finish her off. So
Yeah.
absolutely dirty. Now Smolder is coming in here. Did have the ward there, so was able to get the Q onto Craftinator, and Craftinator is going to back off. Is he going to be backing? Craftinator is a bit low on mana, so not great. He might be looking to take a couple more waves. He is backing out of tower, it appears. We do see Sunless taking a little bit of damage from Mel in the mid lane here. Definitely getting out damaged a bit, which is now you want to see, but you see Nugtart coming in here, dashing in onto the Mel, trying to get a little assist there. But Mel's root is able to land onto Nugtart and do a pretty significant amount.
Seraphine's coming in here.
Yeah, we
the
do see
in the lane
that
here. Sunless
Victor will
needs to be
coming
careful.
down, but that is going to be Victor coming into mid lane to kill Sunless yet again.
Yeah, this is
Or Victor, Xin Zhao.
Sunless just
mid
can't
lane
get a
again.
break from this Xin Zhao gank there. I think that was a little bit of an overextension there. I would have liked to see us back off as soon as we saw the Seraphine coming in, because the odds of Sunless going to be able to even take that 2v1 when he's already low and finish off the Mel without dying to the Seraphine is already low. And then obviously with that Xin Zhao coming in, it just kind of, cooks us. And this is going to be red team taking the first turret, and so this will be boots buff secured for the side of them if they didn't have it already. They might have already had it.
This is Xin Zhao's game plan, is he wants to get as many ganks as he can in the early game. That's another kill going on for Xin Zhao, because if he can build enough of a lead early, he can become an absolute monster in the late game. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, so
we do see that Ornn coming down, knocking up. Nugtart is going to be able to make his way and get quite a bit of damage on the Scion. We do see that ultimate coming down, and that is going to be a kill onto Scion. Absolutely wonderful. They're getting a little bit of damage onto him while he's stunned to try and slow him down as much as possible, stopping him from getting any value off of his passive.
Yeah, so a little bit of redemption there in the top lane, but we still are on that back foot, as we had talked about here. Still really gold lead hasn't changed since we last talked about it. We're still about 2.5k underneath, so things haven't really fallen more out of our favor here. But
everyone's got their first items. The other side does have their empowered boots that they will be picking up here at some point. But you see a bit of a team fight coming in here. Ornn is getting some pretty significant damage with Diana onto the Xin Zhao. That's going to be a kill coming down for MTU, but Smolder is going to be cleaning up with Mel. Mel taking down Diana and Ornn, and that is going to be another kill for Mel, as Mel gets a triple kill in this top river fight.
Yeah, I mean, we got the Herald, but we kind of sacrificed all of our lives for it. I thought it was going to, be a little bit of a different story as we started off there with Wiz going down pretty early. I think Xin Zhao trying to engage there, going for the steal onto the Herald, but it didn't really work out, just shut him down. But then we kind of just got steamrolled by whatever team fight abilities that the other guys had online there. We didn't have that, those important ults, stuff like that, or didn't feel that we needed to use them until it was too late. So
yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, Mel Medarda is going to be one of the dominant forces in this mid game here for the side of Colorado. And I mean, you can already see the impact she's having on the game. It's like just in these first few team fights, she's really showing her worth.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be the tier 1 turret in the top lane here.
Unless Ornn is able to get in there. Yep, Scion is going to be on the run, but Ornn needs to clear this wave, or else that's going to be the tower gone. Is able to save it, although it's on very low HP. Music Tabs is going to be walking the Scion down, so I guess we'll see if he really wants to go for this fight. That is, Music Tabs did use his auto attack stun on Scion, and Scion took that opportunity to go for a charged up Q. A little bit more damage from Music Tabs, but now he's a little bit on the back foot. Hitting another fully charged Q and that W. Absolutely brutal little combo from Scion, but Scion is going to be backing off towards tower, killing those minions, stacking up his infinitely scaling health.
Yeah, and while that was happening, it was the Chemtech Drake secured for the side of Colorado School of Mines here.
I
And
didn't
so,
even see that. Yeah.
yeah, one
Good
Drake
find.
off Chemtech Soul, unfortunately. So,
Well, that is a slow coming down on Nugtar. That could be absolutely massive. We just see Nugtar flashing in and using his
ooh,
ultimate,
good hit from
trying to get a
Kraft.
kill onto the Xin Zhao, but it won't be enough. The ultimates coming down from Seraphine, from Smolder is just way too much for M2 to handle in this 3v3 in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's just, I think that just speaks, CSU is a lot further ahead of us than we are right now, and I think that was just an example of it there. That Xinzao hit, singular Xinzao hit there kind of hit like half of the person's HP. It looks like we will
That
get a
was
little bit of redemption.
absolutely brutal coming down from the Ornn there, like the triple knockup. Absolutely massive, and he's going to be walking Sion down under turret. Is going to be going for the kill under turret, but now being chased by Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao is going to be going for that W, trying to get
I think
the
he's going
stat,
back to the
the
wrong
mark onto
base.
Ornn, so that way he can get the closer dash. But nope, he's just going to be dashing at him full out. And I mean, I don't think Ornn is going. Ornn is just trying to waste Xin Zhao's time right now. It seems.
Yeah.
He did try to get away with that blast cone, but unfortunately, Xin Zhao was also sent in a similar direction as him. So yeah, I mean, it's taking Xin Zhao a while, but I mean, Diana, nope, Diana's not feeling it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame her.
I think
I
we
wouldn't.
survived for a tiny bit longer. He does try to come in there and make it into a 2v1, but
Yeah, but Orange just didn't have the time left for that to really work out for MTU.
yeah, so a lot of time wasted there. We have fallen to being down by about 5,500 gold.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good time to be a Colorado fan right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that much.
Yeah, so I think that this is, we probably have like one more team fight before I'd say it's like big, like over. Because we are
Yeah,
approaching that 20-minute mark. We are under leveled here. Do not have, we are not as far ahead as they are, and so that is unfortunate. Just
MTU does need to be looking for like a crazy fight here.
yeah, just some sort of engage where they can get the drop on somebody. Maybe like a 4v5 something. Obviously, it's easier said
Yeah,
than
I mean,
done.
if they can get like I'd settle for a 3v1 if they can just like
Yeah,
find some guy somewhere on the enemy team and just like beat him up. But in the game, of course.
yes.
No, we wouldn't go all the way to Colorado. We're locked in for final exams up here, but we do see that Craftinator and Erica are a bit far up in the bot or in the mid lane, I mean, but they are going to be backing out just a little bit as they see the team of Colorado approaching.
Yeah, it's looks like it is a 2v3. No, Mel's gonna go back towards that top lane, trying to take a 2v1 against.
Yep, that is
Warren.
going to be the side of Colorado going for Otacon.
Yeah, so looks like it's just the Victor and the Scion here
Yeah,
have
and-
swapped sides a lot, but this is probably going to be Otacon's secured for the side of CSU, considering all four of their other players are there. We have taken this moment to summon the Rift Herald, so it looks like we're targeting that tier 1 turret in the mid lane, just wanting to take that down before it's, while the other guys are distracted. But that is going to be Red Team taking Thornbound Otacon as we speak.
Yep, as we
And,
go for that tower.
Yeah, do get the objective bounty on that tower.
Yeah, we do see Mel coming in on our bot lane and support, so we do see that Diana coming up, trying to help bot lane. We do see those help pings coming from Craftinator and Erica, like, okay, guys, the Mel's here. Uh-oh. Yeah, Mel is definitely one of the bigger threats on the side of Colorado right now.
Yeah, so looks like things are kind of falling into a lull. I mean, we got we got a tower, but they got Otacon during that time being, and so
We do see Smolder heading up to the top lane to try and pick a fight with music tabs, which is pretty interesting. Maybe he thinks he'll be able to get a bit of free farm up there against the Ornn.
yeah.
So I guess we'll see how that works out for him. That is going to be Smolder back. Probably just got a little bit of CS, and now he's going to be... Nope. No, he's not going to be backing. He's going to be walking right up. And we do see Ornn getting a pretty significant amount of damage there. We do see the Ornn knockup coming down on the Smolder. That Smolder going to be at half health. The Ornn is going to be coming out.
Ooh, good
doing
ult.
crazy damage to this Smolder. Smolder is not able to take the heat. What was he thinking?
Yeah, that was just, I mean, he obviously didn't know that he was there until he walked out of that bush, but I was very surprised. Unfortunately, it appeared, oh, that's the wrong way to dash.
No, Diana was trying to find an angle onto the Mel. Unfortunately, was not able to get it. But that is going to be a kill for Craftinator. Craftinator is going to be doing some crazy damage here in that mid lane fight. Unfortunately, Director Cam has decided that we're going to be looking at top lane right now with Ornn and Sion. So, that's great.
Yeah, I think that was just Smolder just not really realizing in that top lane when that fight had come in that the ult was coming in, and that was kind of what, we kind of managed to get between Smolder and his tower. And then
Yeah, we do see Jinx getting some damage onto the enemy Xin Zhao, and that's
there
going to be
we
another
go.
kill for Craftinator.
Yeah, that's pretty big. I'm very curious about the top lane here. I think that if our Ornn could secure this kill into the Scion, we could be, maybe in a spot where we can start to claw things back. Gold lead has been reduced to just over or just under 3K.
I mean,
So,
if MTU can start playing around Craftinator and just like taking fights where it's like, okay, let's peel for the Jinx, and we win, and hopefully that's how things end up working out for us. Because like that was that crazy fight I was talking about, where like Craftinator just got like 3 kills,
yeah, like
like
that was
absolutely
a big
massive.
deal. And we actually, this will allow us to also take the Chemtech Drake there. So avoiding Soul for the side of CSU, and we are reducing that gold lead down to now 2.5K. So I am optimistic, I'd say. I think that we are still most definitely on the back foot, but if we can keep this string of things going that we've seen, not let any more Xin Zhao ganks come in, I think that we could potentially still have a chance in this.
Yeah, it's been a productive 13 minutes for MTU since that 10-minute mark when we were talking about, oh no, Xin Zhao's kind of popping off. Xin Zhao, I haven't really heard his name that much recently. So, I guess we'll see if he's able to still get some picks here and there. But I mean, I don't think we'll be seeing the Xin Zhao Penta this game, unfortunately.
Yes.
We do see Craftinator getting
Good
some
damage?
crazy damage onto the
Wow.
Seraphine, just absolutely blasting her down.
Yeah, just deciding that
wrong
you're
fight,
not allowed
yeah.
to play the
we
game
do see
anymore.
that Xin Zhao has decided to not fight Craftinator, which I don't blame him. He's a little bit past his prime, where Craftinator is just coming into like that full ADC, about to just blast everyone down.
Yeah, I'm surprised by how quickly Jinx is able to kill these people. I think that it's pretty impressive. A little bit worried here. Oh, the Mel ult going to be going down onto Victor.
Yeah, the Mel ult getting that execute. Victor, I mean, he will just have a very hard time dealing with Mel's.
Yeah, and
her
the
reflect.
1v1s
I didn't
there.
realize it would work on his laser, but it does, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks really bad for him. But Sunless, I mean, he may be down, but like he's still going at it, and you got to respect that.
Yeah, we know how powerful, especially because, as you said, those solo fights are not exactly Victor's strong suit, and so can't really judge when stuff happens like that. It is a hit from Music Tabs here onto Wiz. Wiz in the 3v1. Ornn going to be missing initially, but the deflect going to come onto him here. Knocked up now. Wiz down to half HP. Getting 3v1 here.
Over the wall. He's going to have to flash
up.
over the wall, trying to get some more damage onto Xin Zhao, but it's not going to be enough. Ornn's going to be kind of getting shredded by the Xin Zhao here. Xin Zhao's on the run. Ornn is getting very low. Has got that execute from him from Smolder. Smolder has hit 225 stacks and is starting to light people up. This fight is, I mean, MTU still has 3 people alive with a pretty strong race. Craftinator getting the kill onto Scion. Craftinator is taking a little bit of an off angle. Wasn't able to get the rocket onto Mel, and yeah, MTU is going to be on the run here. I guess Ornn was able to back.
Yeah,
I don't think I saw him die.
I'm hoping that we can be able to get out. I mean, obviously we did not. I think we came off worse in that fight, but that could have been a lot more painful to witness. I think that. So we saw Sunless almost going down to whatever Sion's after death thing is there, where he manages to revive himself. Not a league player, by the way. Yeah, his passive. But was able to survive that. I think that Wiz was just a little bit too much in the thick of it there, like you had talked about. I think he's feeling a little bit of that, a bit of that adrenaline from popping off so hard in that early game, and then when he kind of gets into that, middle of the game there, he kind of just full dived like the 4v1 pack and kind of threw his life away. And I feel like that's kind of the reason we were able to almost have an equilibrium in that fight there, where we lost some players but didn't do too badly. And so I wish it had gone a lot better, but I'm thankful that it didn't go worse, I guess, as my finishing thoughts.
I'd agree with that sentiment. Yeah, I mean, MTU currently down, what is that? 2K, 2.5K-ish? Yeah, right around there. So nothing really changed gold-wise in that fight, but hopefully there's a bit of a mental shift. Like, come on, guys, we can do this.
Yeah, I think that... actually, only a little bit over 2K
coming
now
down.
with the gold.
Victor's gonna be 1v1 to that Scion in the bot lane. I guess we'll see how it goes for him. I don't think Ornn wins the fight against Mel. I don't think Ornn wins the fight against Mel.
Yeah, Mel does look like to be backing off though. So
yeah, and I would not want to be Ornn in that matchup. I wouldn't want to be Ornn in general, because I'm just not an Ornn player.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that. So we do see Ornn coming in on the Melk here, getting some crazy damage down. Just like every time I'm like, this may not work out well for Ornn. Ornn is just here. I mean, yeah, Griffin is just here to just prove me wrong.
Yeah, good dodge there on the Mel ability here.
Oh, crazy Jinx!
Oh my
across the map. That is what you want to see from MTU right now. Craftinator has been going absolutely crazy on the stick.
Just annihilated Mel. I mean, it's literally the scene out of Arcane. I mean, obviously Mel doesn't die in Arcane with the big rocket launcher into
I mean,
the
if you just
conference
pretend
room.
that. Well, actually, maybe I won't say that. Spoilers for Arcane.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah. It's been like 3 years.
Yeah,
Like we can
surely,
spoil
surely.
it.
I mean, yeah, just
But
pretend Mel was Caitlin's mom.
yeah.
And we do
Yeah,
see
that was great.
some damage coming down on the Scion here in the bot lane, huh? Not too much actually. I mean, like Scion is very tanky at this point, but
Yeah.
we
All
just see
five
five
of
of
us grouped
MTU
up.
here for this. We do see 5 on the side of Colorado for this as well.
We want this
We
Drake.
do see some a huge number of ultimates. We see that Smolder ultimate, that
Okay, we
Seraphine
do
ultimate,
get
that
the
Scion
Drake.
ultimate, all coming down. Trying to
Ornn
we do see that
ult.
Ornn ult coming out, going down onto the
Looks like he got
Xin Zhao. And it does look like this is going in the favor of Colorado very heavily. Smolder really cleaning up some kills there, and
Yeah. Very, very
yeah.
heavily, you say, as I watch all 5 of our profile pictures turn black and white.
Yeah. Yeah, got us thinking that we're watching old movies over here. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Was
yeah.
that the Ornn ult? Did it get deflected by Mel? Like it turned golden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it did get deflected by Mel.
So
It was like exactly what I was talking about. Like Mel was just waiting for part 2 of Ornn ult to just deflect it back at MTU.
yeah.
And that is exactly what happened in that fight. So it does look like they're going to be able to. I believe they did not get the dragon. We got the dragon.
We got the
They're getting
dragon. They're
Baron.
gonna get the Baron.
So could have been worse.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Turret destroyed while that was happening. Looks like that was the tier 1 turret in the top lane there.
Yep, and we are
Mel
getting
finally taking that down.
we are taking some damage in the mid lane turret.
Yeah.
It does look like they're going to be able to get that with Baron buff, but I guess we'll have to see. Yep.
Yeah. So tier 3 turret there.
Just inhibitor turret.
Oh yeah. I don't know what the things are called.
It's okay. We keep you here for your crazy pop offs.
Yippee!
Okay. Quick, pop off about something.
Looks like Craftinator onto these minions here in the mid lane here. Going to be doing good farming. Looks like we're going to be able to take all those down without any of our minions falling. So those are going to be advancing. They're onto the tier 2 tower and the 3 people in the mid lane.
Diana absolutely wiping all of the Raptors. Absolutely crazy clear. We do see a bit of a fight set up here in the mid lane. Diana's looking for a pick onto that Seraphine. Is going to be going in on the Seraphine. The Seraphine ult is going to be coming down. Absolutely crazy.
There goes
Smolder is
Diana.
getting an off angle onto Craftinator. He's going to be able to take him down. And that is going to be Crayon falling to Xin Zhao. Unfortunate for the side of MTU. We got 2 left, Victor and Ornn. We were running a 1-3-1 composition there on the map, and both of our side lanes are pulling back to try and defend our base from all 5 of the side of Colorado. Will they be able to do it?
I'm hoping, but it felt like our mid lane, or the 3 in the middle of the map there, were kind of playing on hardcore mode because it was only like 2 bullets for a kill onto us. We kind of got deleted instantly. Ornn going to be coming in here. Not looks like it deflected.
Yep, that Ornn
Yeah.
got deflected again, and it's just Sunless. Pushed all the way back to Nexus, is not able to keep them off the Nexus, and that is going to be the end of game 1.
Yeah, so unfortunate there for the side of Michigan Tech. That is not what we want to see. Obviously, there's CSU students in the chat, and so that is what you guys wanted to see. So I guess
good
my
on you.
condolences that you guys had to win the first match and be here for all 3 when we win.
Oh yeah,
but,
that's fair.
You
That's
know,
fair. I mean, we
other
got
than that, we got some good moments out of that
But,
game. That was a crazy jinx snipe there. I liked a lot of what we saw. So I think that wasn't how you and I wanted it to go, not how us here at MTU wanted it to go, but it was an entertaining match regardless. We saw some good League of Legends. We got stomped very early on, started to claw things back a little bit, and then it turns out that, what we needed were those team fights, and what we did not get were those team fights there right at the end, just kind of losing 2 big 5v5s in a row and just, falling underneath the blade of those infinitely stacked infinite scalers there for the side of Colorado School of Mines. And so
yeah, I mean, like what happened, we kind of just fell exactly into their game plan. I mean, Xin Zhao was able to get those like very dominant early game fights, and then we had Mel coming in the mid game, just absolutely crushing us with the pretty dominant performance in the mid lane. And then in the late game, we had Smolder coming in to rock everyone.
Yeah, it was just a good composition pick there for the side of Colorado School of Mines. And so I wonder if our bans will be, I don't know what they've played, but are we still going to be hard targeting their jungler, or?
I guess we'll have to see. We are entering the Fearless part of the Fearless draft.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? It basically means that any champions that we have played so far on the side of MTU, or any champions that the Colorado School of Mines have played, our respective sides can't play those champions again. And so this means that we're not going to see Smolder, not going to see Mel again for the side of the Colorado School of Mines. We're not going to see, that Zinzao again. Unfortunately, it means that we don't get to play Ornn anymore. But that's just how Fearless goes. But I'm hoping that we can maybe see some Braum, some Nautilus if they don't get hard picked out on the side of if CSM doesn't, ban us out on those. One thing I will be curious about, we had talked about earlier with those first set of drafts, how you don't typically ban into the ADC because it doesn't really matter who you're on in that bot lane. Now, Jinx's performance in that match, I think that what Kraft was doing with Jinx was one of the only reasons we survived as long as we did. In that part where we were clawing back the mid lane, there were some parts where it did feel like Jinx and friends, because Jinx was getting like 3 kills and then that crazy Jinx alt snipe that we had seen. And so I wonder if they'll pay him a little bit more respect here as we move into map 2, or into round 2, I should say. This isn't Valorant. You know, maybe free up a little bit of pressure onto Erica so she can play some of the champs she's a little bit, at least from our perspective, more comfortable with. Obviously, don't know what she's been cooking up in the lab. But what about you? How do you think that game went overall, besides the fact that we did end up losing?
I mean, like, yeah, Craft Painter did start popping off until the enemy team was like, okay, their Jinx is popping off. Smolder, like,
Go kill.
thermonuclear bomb versus coughing baby.
Yeah.
Just, like, blow him up. Boom!
Yeah. So that was, we did have our moments, but we kind of lost that early scaling and stuff like that, so we did end up just falling, I'd say. After that first 15 minutes, the rest of the game played out exactly how you'd expect based on what we saw early on and what they were able to get online. But
yeah, the Ornn was kind of surprising me because there were a couple times up there when I was like, I don't know if he wins that, and then he just starts winning it. It's like, okay.
Yeah, namely the one where you were talking about the Mel matchup, and then Mel got nuked. So I think Ornn would have won that, because I think, from my layman's perspective, he was doing pretty good damage onto Mel, doing a lot of good CC and stuff like that. But unfortunately, just the thermonuclear warhead decided to put an end to that fight before we could see if Ornn would be able to finish it off or not. But anything you're looking forward to here coming into map 2 that we can, improve on? Anything you saw that you think we were lacking, things that didn't really go our way, that we weren't paying enough attention to in that first round?
I don't think I've seen that much Jinx from Craftinator, honestly. I'd be kind of excited to see him on one of his little bit more pocket picks as I see them.
Yeah, if he's really feeling
he
himself.
may have been cooking the Jinx this past week or so.
Yeah.
And I just didn't see it. But, I'm excited to see how MTU like resets the mental, brings us back in game 2. Hopefully we'll be getting into draft here shortly. But they may be taking like a 5-minute break or so. But we do have an update. So, on the other side of the bracket in the semifinals, we do have OSU versus UNC, and OSU lost game 2. So it is now 1-1.
I'm praying that OSU loses, just because most of my family is from Ohio, and they're very big OSU fans with everything sports, and so maybe your football team's a lot better, but I'll have you know that our League of Legends, your League of Legends team actually leaves a lot to be desired. So,
Yeah. I mean,
obviously.
they only made it to the semifinals. Like,
yeah. This does mean, though, that if we do end up losing and OSU does end up losing, we also will have that third place match as well, and so we will get that rematch. Only way we don't get that rematch is if OSU does end up winning and we lose, or the preferable way, vice versa.
We win and they lose.
Yeah. So I guess that's what I'm hoping for, because I think that we haven't played UNCCH JV, whatever that stands for. So be interesting to see how that goes there, but still waiting here as we get into the drafts. Just taking a break, probably team down there, rest and reset. Got to talk about, here's what went wrong, let's reset our mental, get on to game 2. Obviously, it's something that we have to do a lot, playing for like Val and stuff like that, just with any of these games. Just, you lost, focus on what went well, move on.
Yeah, and then remember the optimal game plan in every game.
Yes.
Hit every shot and don't get hit.
Yes.
It's that easy.
Win.
Like, if you just follow these 2 simple steps, you'll be fine. Point and click CC. No. Just don't get hit.
Yeah, just move out of the way of the projectiles. It's surprising how effective that strategy is. I'm sure.
In Valorant?
Or in League, or like anything.
Yeah, I mean,
just like if the projectile doesn't hit you and you move out of the way,
then you don't get hit. Like,
yeah, unless it's like a Mel ult, and then you're just cooked.
No,
But
well,
whatever.
if you don't get hit by her abilities, then you don't get hit by the ult.
Yeah.
Like, hold on a second. I think we may be onto something.
Yeah, this is a very, very interesting strategy that we've come up with here on the casting desk for this League of Legends match. So
Yeah, I mean, there is what was it, like Elon Musk is challenging like 5 competitive, like, high level League of Legends players to verse against Grok
yeah.
or something. See
Oh
how
my
Grok is able to
gosh.
do in League of Legends. I mean, I've seen the
Oh.
VODs for League of Legends. It's not great.
Yeah, I
So
think especially now with like all the Greg stuff that's been happening.
yeah, I
Twitter's
guess.
a cesspool and will never recover. But everything about that company is cursed.
But I mean, hey, are you a tech student? Do
Yes,
you live close to campus?
I do.
We've got places for that. Houghton
Mm.
to Rent is your official headquarters for finding a place to live in Houghton. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong ad read.
Yeah.
Hey, are you a tech student? Do you need to live close to campus? We have places for that. Find the perfect location, live where you want to live, HoughtonForRent.com.
What was that? Where did you get that mixed up with? What was that other thing?
Oh, there's this whole thing about how, if you're looking to fresh up your style,
Like with
you know,
this kind of merch?
yeah, with this kind of merch, University Images is your
Oh.
official headquarters for authentic Michigan tech apparel. University owned, university operated, University Images located in the SDC, or go to bookstore.mtu.edu.
Yeah, gonna have to check it out. I love that Michigan Tech merch. I got a esports hoodie or a sweatshirt. A couple weeks ago, pretty nice.
Yep, I got
Rocked
one
that
of
a couple
those
times.
around.
So
It's pretty great.
able to represent what we're doing here. And obviously, thank you to everybody who does sponsor us because it lets our athletes do. I saw if my dad was watching this broadcast, he'd giggle when I said athletes when referring to esports. But it allows us to support our teams. Get the money so that we can be up here giving you guys a broadcast so that we can go to tournaments, stuff like that. So we're very appreciative of everybody who decides to support the program. Speaking of support, if you do want to keep up to date with and support Michigan Tech Esports, you can do things like follow our Twitch, subscribe to our YouTube channel, make sure you turn on notifications for information about when we do go live. Same things like we post on Twitter whenever we do, have events going on, updates about our esports, and drop a comment maybe if you're watching here on YouTube or even in the Twitch chat. Let us know who your MVP was for the side of Tech format one. I think for me it would have to be Jinx. I think Kraft was just cooking. Like he was making something delectable, and then unfortunately, CSM kind of ran into the kitchen, just chucked the plate on the floor. But while it was still in the oven, it was smelling hella good. So
Yes, we do appreciate all the support. I mean, you would not believe how many rubber bands it goes through to do those finger exercises. I mean, like,
yeah.
I'm sure you're a lot more familiar with the numbers than
Coach had us doing thumb curls the other day, and I'll tell you that was rough because I used to play on a heavier mouse on the Logitech G502 Hero, swapped over to the G Pro, and since then I can really just feel a lot of the stuff in my right hand degrading. It's been a lot harder and stuff like that. It moved from the green bands down to the black bands last Tuesday when I was doing the when you're going like this, because oftentimes it's not as prevalent nowadays, but when you do those thumb buttons on the mouse, sometimes just not having the strength to press down those side buttons on the mouse can be problematic. So that's why we do need that equipment to be able to work with that stuff, that kind of stuff. How long has it been since we talked about League of Legends?
5
2
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are those picks and bans going? I mean, yeah. Hopefully Kent will get back to us on that soon.
Yeah.
But I mean, League of Legends, huh?
League of Legends.
Hey, what if we refresh this page? Think their game's over yet? No, okay.
No,
Never mind. Okay. We got nothing to talk about there.
Do you think they have a broadcast?
Do we have a let's find out. We're going on a little bit of a journey here. Can we find out if they have a broadcast? I don't know if it would show. So,
Google
I mean, hey, let's
OSB
check ours and
Esports.
see if it shows us as a broadcast. Maybe. No, okay.
No, unfortunately.
I don't think we're gonna find it. This is so sad.
Yeah, I would have liked to see
hey,
OSU's final
yeah,
moments.
we could have pulled up OSU's final moments as they lose to UNC.
CHJV League.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, so still just waiting here. Not exactly sure what is going on. A little bit of extra relaxation.
Caleb, any updates? He's gesturing at the screen vaguely. I mean, it really could be anything.
They are playing League of Legends. Good point, Caleb.
Yeah, we agree.
That is good to know.
Well, we would like them to be playing League of Legends. Oh, someone's PC is bugged. Okay, we're having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, unfortunate there. What else should we talk about?
We can pull up the schedule screen again. We got so many events coming up soon that we have to talk about. I mean, just look at how full our schedule is. Oh, I'm seeing a thumbs up, kind of. Oh, they fixed it.
it.
Okay, so we may be doing some picks and bans here soon. I guess we'll have to
Turn it
see.
off and then turn it back
Yeah,
on
yeah.
again.
Tell them to turn it on and back off again. Wait,
Other way
turn it
around.
off and back on again.
I mean, it'd be great if they play without their computers on, but unfortunately, I don't think that's conducive of a productive team play environment. So
Yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah, man. I feel like I'm out of the swing of this. Like I should be popping off more. Okay, what can we
Yeah.
pop off about?
What can we pop off about?
Yeah, I mean, okay. Right after this week 14, we have finals. That's a bit unfortunate. But after that, there are 3 weeks of Christmas break, and then we come back to spring semester. So that's going to be absolutely crazy for our MTU students. We're going to be
Yeah.
popping off.
Are you playing broomball?
I'm not
year?
playing
Unfortunate.
broom ball. Unfortunately, I do have a weak left knee, which is a bit sad.
Yeah.
But
I've
I'd
got a
rather
week
not.
everything.
Damn.
So, yeah.
You got strong hands though.
That's
I mean,
true.
hey,
That's
you
true.
need that for the game.
But I think I'm playing on the Kubera Horizon broomball team. That is what we called our broomball team. So,
Well, I hope you do well.
we are not gonna do well. None of us know how to play broomball.
I mean,
But
hey, you know, you've got an edge. You got a tactical mind honed from hours and hours of Valorant.
yeah, I think that how many broomball teams can you say that have an official double NCAA athlete on their team?
True. Actually, I mean, you have the
So
titles.
yeah,
Like,
we got the leg up there at least in the stats department. Perhaps not in the physical one, but we've won half of the battle on that page, and so still waiting. It looks like everybody has rejoined the lobby at least, which is helpful.
yeah,
You
we
do
do
need
love to
10
see it.
players to play the League of Legends game. But we are still not on the picks and bans phase yet, and so
Yeah, I mean,
need
there
more
used
filler
to
material.
be this mode in League of Legends called Twisted Tree Lines where it was 3v3s.
Yeah.
We could have had 3v3 League of Legends competitive, but people didn't really like the mode. Apparently, there was a big problem with basically you'd have like one person who gets funneled by the other two. You just get them like as much golden experience as possible and just have them win alone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bit of a problem in Twisted Tree Lines, but it's gone now. So
Unfortunate.
gone, but probably forgotten in the next 5 years. That'll age well.
Yeah.
Ooh, I do see a pick and ban screen right there. So that's good news. I mean, it's not started up yet, but we do see that the picks and bans have been pulled up on the broadcast machine.
Yeah. Looks like MTU will be on red team this time.
Uh,
From
yes,
looking there?
yes, it does appear so. We will be
Yes.
on the red side, so we will be flipped. We will update our text to indicate so as well. But yeah, coming up next season, you will find what we're doing on our X, so you can look for it there, and then we'll be here next semester. So be sure to check us out then
Yeah.
in like a month.
Do we have official matches next semester for leagues?
Yeah,
I know
we
Valorant
should
isn't
have.
gonna.
Oh, you don't?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that after these, at least last year, with what it was that after this, Playfly season, we're kind of just like off prepping for GLIAC.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll have to see what happens.
At least from what I don't know from last season. I don't know about
Yeah, that
this
could
one.
be.
So I'm extrapolating from what little information I have right now. So
We'll keep you all posted. Check out our X.
yeah,
Check
that's why
out
you
This Week in
follow.
Esports. That's like a newsletter we do. Yeah, we got some fantastic people in the other room handling that. But I mean, picks and bans. Wow. Oh, can they go any slower?
I've been rooted for the last 10 minutes. Just
Yeah, man. It's rough out here, but I'm sure our teammates down there are thinking the same exact thing. Man, it's rough out here. But
yeah.
they're gonna pull it back.
No, I know how it is when you're sitting in the lobby and it's like you can like feel the adrenaline just like oozing out of your body and like dissipating into nothingness as you just sit there as nothing happens. But it looks like things are happening, so the nothing ever happens group will have to sit down for a little bit longer.
Yeah, we just see that
It's the
Dr.
same
Mundo
Dr. Mundo
and
pick.
Nidalee band coming down again. We see that Wukong band
Earlier this time.
coming down again a little bit earlier. We'll see if they stick to their guns with the. Oh nope,
Nope.
nope.
We're going
There's the Nautilus band. Never mind. Okay.
Rip Erica.
Yep.
Oh, unfortunate. Same
Yep.
Jarvan ban.
Yep. Never want to see that Jarvan. That's
There's
another
the
Braum
Braum.
band. So the real question is, who do we see Erica lock in?
We banned Poppy.
We
Okay,
see the
that
Poppy
does make
ban.
sense. Poppy's one of the top picks for their mid laner according to our top laner for our scout
Yep, I
sheet.
can see that. And then their top
So-
laner also picks Ornn apparently. Okay, which makes sense why we decided to lock in Ornn and steal that from them.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that all makes sense. Oh, apparently Mel is their mid laner's top pick. So I mean, it's all coming together. I mean, we do have a Zyra pick that is probably going to be for the support for the side of Colorado Mines. Well, we'll see what MTU's response is to it. Zyra is just a really annoying character to verse because she basically has like bulbs that come out of her, and then she can like put them down and create plants that either like are like melee and slow you or ranged and shoot stuff at you, and she just does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of fun to deal with. We do see that we're going to be locking in the Rel,
Rel.
a tanky support character. So they may have tried to ban out the Nautilus and Braum, but we're still rocking the Rel.
Yeah, we got those tanks. So I don't know. Have we seen Erica play on Rel before?
I don't believe we've seen much Rel from her, so I'm excited to see just how much she's going to pop off on that.
Yeah.
And then we do see the Lucian,
Lucian.
coming down. With Lucian, I would have expected to see a Nami from Erica, but you know, I'm not too sure on how the Lucian Rel matchup works out. As far as I know, Lucian really likes having someone who can like buff him because he has a passive. Basically, League of Legends has this problem where like ADCs keep going in the mid lane, and they're like, "How do we stop this?" No, we want the ADCs to go in the bot lane. So they changed Lucian's kit so that way they took damage out of his kit, but then you gain extra damage if someone is like buffing you.
So if you're playing
Yeah,
with
so if
the
you're playing with a support, you actually are like a normal character, and if you're not, then sucks to suck.
yeah. That misfortune pick there for the side of Colorado Mines, one could say it is misfortunate for us, because we know that has given us a lot of trouble in the past. I just think back to that OSU game with the misfortune alts and just everybody at Michigan Tech standing valiantly as we get mowed down by a single barrage of bullets and lose a team fight in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that is
So
one of Misfortune's more prominent features is that huge ultimate.
yeah,
So I guess we'll have to see what MTU decides what they're going to do about that. But that is going to be the Misfortune Zyra versus the Lucian Rel. Uh, Misfortune Zyra does have a bit of a poke advantage onto Lucian Rel, but Lucian is also like a huge lane bully. He does have quite a bit in his kit that makes him excel at just like poking you down in lane. He's got like a dash on a really low cooldown. Whenever he uses an ability, he gets a double auto attack.
yeah,
So he just does a lot of damage very quickly. So if he's able to kind of weave his way around the Misfortune and Zyra poke and get out some of his own damage, we'll be looking pretty good down there.
yeah.
But other than that, you know, it's been a while since the last pick. Makes me think that it may have crashed again, which sorry for technical difficulties, but
At least it's not the whole stream this time.
yeah, at least
Knock
it's not
on
the whole
wood.
stream that. So from here though, what am I seeing? I mean, pretty similar bands from both sides, honestly. Nothing much really changed there.
I mean, we banned the poppy. That was like the only thing I could think of
Yeah,
that changed.
yeah, we did ban the Poppy instead of. I'm blanking. That's okay.
Yeah, I forget who they were. They were going for the ban
Yep,
against.
but we do have two jungler bans with J4
There we
and
go.
Nidalee. Oh, yep, there we are. We got some more picks coming in. So we do see the Wukong from the side of MTU. That is going to be our jungler. Very good in that like early-ish phase of the game. Has a very strong ultimate. It's got like some clone shenanigan going on. That's going to be our jungler. We do see the Orianna mid coming down for the side of Colorado Mines. Moving into the bans, we see that Malphite Jax banning out the top lane on MTU, and then Kled and Bessa from the side of Colorado Mines. Moving into the picks for the second part, we have Akali in the mid lane for Sunless, and then we have the Skarner pick for the jungle for Colorado Mines, followed by the Set top pick for Colorado Mines, and then our Mordekaiser top pick.
Of course, the Mordekaiser, my
We do
favorite
love
thing
to
to
see
see
it.
when it comes to League of Legends. I think that, if there's ever a time for Music Tabs to pull out the best Mordekaiser masterclass that has ever graced any broadcast around the world, it's this match. Because if we don't win this round, we're going to lose. And so I'm excited to see it. I have not seen Set or Orianna or Zyra played before, in my time casting. So might be a little bit rough getting into there. But looking now that we have all of these comps, what do you think we're kind of targeting? What are we, scaling early, mid, late? What's going on?
I mean, I am seeing that Akali on the side of MTU. That's definitely an odd one, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm assuming that we're countering something on the enemy team. Hopefully Akali is able to like run down this misfortune, stop her from getting those crazy ultimates. Mordekaiser able to pull her into that death realm.
Yeah.
Mordekaiser was a bit of an interesting pick into Set. Actually, no. Mordekaiser doesn't build that many resistances. Set deals true damage, which goes through resistances, so that was probably a fairly solid pick on our part. In terms of other things, yeah, so let's just go on the list. I already talked about Set and Mordekaiser, but we have the Skarner Wukong. Skarner a little bit more on the tanky side, and also I'm fairly certain doing a bit more in that like early to mid game. Although his ultimate kind of makes him relevant at all points, where he's able to like grab 3 people and just pull them into his team,
Yeah.
which is not great for MTU if they get hit by that. In the mid lane, we got Oriana inside of Colorado Mines versus Akali on Michigan Tech. As with most assassin versus mage matchups, it's mostly going to be Akali looking for that opportunity to go in on the Oriana. Oriana is an interesting character because if you check her balance patches, you'll find that like her numbers have been tweaked slightly since her release, but basically nothing has happened to her. She's pretty much the
Yeah.
same exact character that released in her year of origin. And then moving down the line, we of course have that Lucian Misfortune versus the Rel Zyra, which I spoke of earlier.
Yeah, rare to see a character that actually gets not a lot of changes from a game like this. It's kind of very difficult to hit the nail on the head with um, balance changes and stuff, right? It's like you release a character because you obviously haven't seen it played in a live server before.
Yeah, and I mean, if we're talking about this team, like you got Lucian over there. Lucian used to be the joke was that he was like he was playing Earth all the time. Earth being the game mode where your cooldowns are basically nothing, and Lucian would just have his abilities up so often because like he was just getting crazy resets with all of his dashes and
yeah,
yeah, so he was a bit of a menace and has definitely been tuned quite a bit since then. And then I was also talking about the Lucian mid changes happening to him. Rel was absolutely abysmal on release, did 0 damage, where it's like, sure, she has a lot of like tankiness and engage, but then you remember that like with Nautilus and Leona and like Braum, like these other characters that have tankiness and engage and also do some damage,
yeah,
it's like she was just kind of like a whatever character. She has
yeah,
gone through some changes since then. I still don't understand why they made the Mordekaiser killer, like the metal bender of League of Legends, a support. Especially when her whole personality is like, I work alone.
yeah. And
But
then she's
yeah,
just thrown a support
you're
role.
okay, or something, whatever her voice lines are. It's like, okay. Can we please put her in the top lane and have her have a really good matchup against Mordekaiser?
Yeah,
I mean, ironically, you know, Senna is Lucian's wife, but like they have an absolutely terrible synergy in the bot lane. So you know, you love to see it.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, yeah, Mordekaiser has also had some pretty big changes. He used to be able to like you used to run him like bot lane, and whenever you would like kill the dragon with him around, he'd get a copy of the dragon that like follows him around like a ghost dragon.
what?
Yeah, Mordekaiser used to be kind of a menace. He was like he was redone to be like a melee bruiser bot lane.
Yeah,
And then they're like, okay, you know, we'll just rework him and put him top.
yeah, that's a little bit of a questionable design decision from my perspective because just give somebody a dragon. I mean, it's cool, but like,
It had the HP of the dragon.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
it was kind of funny. Skarner, of course, used to be the Crystal Scorpion, but of course they well first they killed off his family in the lore. And then there used to be a game mode called Dominion where you would play inside of his house, and they removed that from the game.
Mm,
And then now finally they've just removed him from the game. So all the
yeah,
Crystal Scorpions are just gone. And now we have
Skarner.
Earthbender Skarner.
Yeah, so a little bit inconsistent there with what they want, the direction they want to take the story. But it looks like it should just be about 2 minutes here for you guys before we get you guys into the game. Just waiting for that spectator delay on the League of Legends client.
Yep, we got about 2 minutes.
Yeah. So shouldn't be too bad. Like we said, Michigan Tech now on that red side.
Yep.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah.
What else is there
What else
to
do we got?
discuss?
You know?
I hope that we win.
We can discuss how if you join the stream late and you want to keep up with the rest of MTU Esports, if you want to see past VODs and other future content, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel at MTU Esports,
Yeah.
where you may be watching the stream right now, or you're on Twitch. You should go check out our YouTube. Pretty great.
Yeah, I do enjoy watching some of those VODs back, especially with Valorant. You know, like what the heck was I doing? That's a very common thing that goes through my head as I watch my Valorant VODs back. But you know, just be able to follow. I know that our league team appreciates having that stuff up as well to go back and review the official
VOD,
broadcast afterwards on Twitch because for some reason YouTube doesn't save them, or no, YouTube does save them, but there's no chat. I don't know why, but YouTube just does not like giving us a chat replay, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, so we are looking at just under a minute here before we get into game, and then of course our spectator over there will be, changing some things to make it look pretty for broadcast, and then we'll have it pop up on stream for you all.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do we want to discuss? We got 39 seconds.
We got some beautiful Mountain Dew cans here.
Oh, that's true.
From our sponsor, Pepsi of Houghton.
Yeah, the official soft drink of Michigan Tech.
We also got some Rock Stars.
Yeah.
So maybe you should drink Mountain Dew. MLG, Major League Gamer or something. That's what that stands for, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's an old one.
It was like
I'm not a Call of Duty player.
2014.
Yeah.
Like MLG, 360
Doritos
no scope,
and-
Doritos, Swag, Illuminati. I'm just thinking of, I don't know if you ever played the Henry Stickmin games, but there's that one, I think it's like Escaping the Complex or something.
Yeah, I
where
remember.
Yeah, like that one clip where it just throws all those like 2014 things up on the screen in a replay. I don't know, it's a very obscure, unique reference, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So
Like
I think he jumps around 360 no scopes his own teammate.
the rainbow
killed her,
dancing frog, yeah.
So looks like we are now loaded up into the client, and so we'll be getting that up on the screen in just a couple seconds for you guys here. Like we said, Michigan Tech on the red team now. Should be swapping that over right now.
Yeah, there we are. Nice. So MTU is heading over to the top lane. We can see some
Early
calls.
invade?
Yeah, those look like we're rushing for a top lane invade. Hopefully we'll be able to catch out the Set there unaware. Is definitely the plan, and Set may just be running right into it. That would not be. Nope. It does look like the side of Colorado is setting up like a very standard start, where like you cover all the entrances to your jungle, and then of course you have the mid laner in the mid lane area, and it's just very, very safe. It stops the enemy team from really getting an invade anywhere. You know where they're going, gives a lot of vision and information.
Yeah. I was about to say, because like as soon as that mid lane there for the side of CSM kind of went across the river, you kind of know that there's not really anything coming through, or there is, us planning something because our mid laner isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So a minion's going to be spawning in here now as we wait. So
Nope, Skarner is going to be warding inside of our Raptor area, so trying to get a bit of information. And I don't believe we actually saw them do that, so we don't know the ward is there.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but
or our team doesn't know the ward is there.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty standard start. I mean, you can see the excitement is definitely going to start inside the mid lane because the minions arrive there first. Shortest path to travel. Something about Pythagorean theorem if you want to know why.
Too much math.
Okay, so basically, the hypotenuse of a triangle is always longer than the addition of its sides or something, whatever. So, got some Zyra poke coming down on Craftinator. That sure is something.
Yeah, so a little bit of damage there, but more damage. And Craftinator?
Craftinator going down to half health. Misfortune getting some poke down. Rel going down onto the Zyra, but that's just going to be half health for the Zyra and for the Lucian. I'm pretty sure that the side of Colorado came out ahead in that interaction. But you see Akali going down onto this Orianna, getting her auto attack resets onto this Ori, getting as much damage down as she can, and going to be running away and taking a little bit of poke because she just doesn't have as much range as Orianna. So pretty expected there. It's definitely going to be like Akali waiting for that huge engage that she can get, where she can just kind of burst her down all in.
Yeah.
Until then, just going to have to be roughing it out.
Yeah, bot lane here not really going super well for us. Seems like we're kind of holding our own in the top lane here. As I said, yeah, we do swap over here. Good little Mordekaiser hit there. Good little pull.
Here. We do see his passive coming down, trying to get a heavy chip damage onto Set. We know he started with his Q and E, so he doesn't have his W. He just got his W back, and he does not have the grit to really get much off of that here. Oh, that is going to be a flash coming down from Set, hitting a crazy haymaker onto Mordekaiser, and that is going to be the first kill going to the side of Colorado.
Yeah, what was that ability?
Oh yeah, that is his haymaker. So basically, when you damage Set, he builds up a meter, and then when he presses W, he expends that meter, gains a whole bunch of shield, and then does a bunch of true damage in an area in front of him.
I see. So
not great to be hit by.
Yeah.
And he definitely flashed to hit the true damage part of it onto Mordekaiser, which is why Mordekaiser's HP just kind of vanished.
Yeah, got blinked out of existence, unfortunately. So not exactly the greatest start for us with that first blood going to the side of CSM.
Not over yet. So, we still got time. Yep, we do see Sunless landing a little bit of damage onto Orianna. We do see that Skarner is in the mid lane here trying to get something on Nugtart. Nugtart was able to get the smite onto the Scuttle Crab and secure it for the side of MTU. So, and able to get away without too much issue. A bit more poke coming down onto Akali here from the Orianna. Not what you want to see. I mean, yeah, Craftinator, very low. As I was saying, that Zyra and Misfortune poke damage is going to be absolutely brutal.
Yeah, just not really able to have a reset where you just can still get your minions, just still just being forced to have such low health. So
Yeah. I feel like our energy is kind of low today. Maybe we should try a golf casting mode.
golf casting.
Yeah, and we see that Misfortune is hitting another crazy set of pokes onto the side of MTU's bot lane. So, good on them.
Yes.
Craftinator and Crayon are both getting very low. I would expect to see a back from them sometime soon, but I guess we will have to see.
Yeah, good 5v5 action here coming out for the side of both of these teams.
Oh, and that is going to be a flash from Misfortune. Unfortunately, it will not be enough to finish off Craftinator, who is going to survive on a quarter health.
Yeah,
I
so-
would say calculated. So absolutely fantastically done from Craftinator.
Yes, absolutely wonderful. Okay, moving back in here now, Dragon is going to be spawning in here now at that 5-minute mark, and so probably going to be an early point of contestation here. We did see that channel back to base from the Lucian, you know, just get that reset on the health, maybe purchase up some stuff here, leaving Cran alone underneath that tower. Looks like in the mid lane here, still Sunless having kind of a rough time with that poke damage coming out from the Orianna here. Good pull from Mordekaiser, going to be hit with that Haymaker again though, but not a lot of damage
did end up
coming out.
dodging the true damage part of it, which was absolutely massive. And that is going to be a one fight for Mordekaiser up in the top lane, which is what we love to see. We do see that ultimate from Akali coming down, trying to get as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, missed that E, and that is going to mean that Akali is not going to be able to get some massive damage onto Orianna and be able to execute with that ultimate.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there, just not able to get that off. This is a new Mordekaiser skin from Music Tabs.
I don't recognize it, so it probably is.
Yeah, so
I unfortunately know a lot of the skins in this game.
yeah, there's
kind
a
of a
lot.
problem.
I know
Yeah.
the $500 Faker Ari skin.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think they're doing another one, which I mean,
Oh my god.
why I wouldn't. I mean, hey, I heard they made a lot of money off that skin,
Yes,
so it
there are a
definitely
lot
doesn't
of
surprise
whales
me
that play League of Legends.
that they'd. Hey, it worked the first time. What if we did it again?
Yeah, so spirit of how this game is going so far, it kind of feels like we're losing our matchup everywhere except in the top lane. I think that Music Tab is doing a good job locking that down, at least early on with Mordekaiser, but this chip damage is really getting to us here in the mid and bot lane.
Yeah, I'd agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, it feels like Kraft and Echo just don't really have a chance to breathe at all.
Yeah, so 6 minutes in, only one kill, so that's something. We should be seeing the dragon here very soon. And yep, it does look like Skarner and the bot lane for the side of Colorado are going to begin on that.
Yeah.
We do see us clearing some vision here, but the support and ADC are kind of zoning us off of this dragon. But we are going to be going in on that Zyra, getting a little bit of damage. Craftinator getting very low, going to be flashing away. We do see Nugtart is not quite able to get that kill with his Q and W, and now in a very bad position here, and is probably going to end up going down to this Misfortune. Set very low in that top lane. Not Craftinator, Music Tabs just kind of dunking on him with the Mordekaiser, which, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think that he's just
Expected.
very good on this character, as we know. Gonna walk those minions now under the tower, potentially a little bit of an opportunity to go in here if the tower is gonna focus on those minions. But
very nice. We see a bit of damage from Akali coming down onto
ooh,
that
good
Orianna.
hit.
Crazy Q. I mean, if you can hit one enemy with the Mordekaiser Q, it does like double damage.
Yeah.
So
like Void Spell from Clash Royale.
Yeah, which pairs very well with his ability to lock them in a 1v1. In his Death Realm. So yeah, I mean, funny how those two things combo together. It is gonna be E landing on Orianna. It doesn't look like Akali is going to be going in on it. Yeah, it is taking quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, it's just
the Orianna poke is kind of going crazy.
Yeah, I just don't feel like he has like an opportunity to go for anything here. Good Mordekaiser E. I'm not sure if that Q landed. I'm not sure if he was too far away, but
not a kill. So
Void Grub spawning in here now at the 8-minute mark. So this is actually Cran hiding in the bush. So
yep.
I think Echo just maybe wanting Orianna to walk up a little bit to go for something. Does leave the bush though. Is that going to be
It doesn't look like they're going to be going for it. We do see that Nugtart and Music Tabs are going for the Void Grubs here in the topside river, which is pretty great because it doesn't look like Skarner is really in the area and able to respond to that.
Yeah, so
that's going to be easy Void Grubs. Very slow game so far, I must say.
Yeah, so it looks like objectives now 1-1. They got the dragon, we got the Void Grubs, but they are only 1 kill away from securing that feudal warfare, and so
I was gonna say that it seemed like Sunless was playing a little bit safer, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good damage.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely good damage. I mean, yeah, Kali should be doing damage in that matchup. Eventually, Oriana will be the one that's scared, assuming that Oriana doesn't like pop off too early and just completely wall a Kali out. There's
Yeah,
going to be the
misfortune
Fortunal
ult.
coming down, and that's going to be the feat of warfare getting that kill onto Craftinator. Crayon needs to slowly limp back to the tower, of course, being in that
Ooh, the
armored form
engage, the
means that
flash.
Rel is going to be slower. That is a flash,
Oh, but the
but
turret's gonna kill
unfortunately,
him.
Sunless is going to die for that, and that's going to go even. That is going to be the first kill for MTU.
Yeah, so
Worth? Who's to know? Who's to say?
yeah, I think they're. I mean, they're gonna get the respawn back first. I think that I think it was worth from not knowing anything about the game because Feat of Warfare was already secured for the side of
Yeah, that's
CMS
fair.
or
Just get something on the board.
CSM.
Try
Yeah,
and build a bit of a lead. Even if you give Oriana a little bit, you also got just as much out of it.
yeah.
That is unfortunately going to be a kill lane going on to
Tren.
Crayon. We have been giving Misfortune quite a bit of free kills here in the bot lane, and that is an absolutely massive double up shot from the Misfortune onto that Craftinator. You can see his health bar just go from 3/4 to a quarter.
Yeah, I think Kren just overextended too much there. Just like, and it's hard to say that because she was just barely in front of the tower, but just got rooted for like 2 seconds and you're not able to move at all. Nug now trying to run
Nugtart is
away
getting
from
run
the
down
Skarner.
by the Skarner, is able to blast cone his way out.
Knocked up.
Craftinator in a
Craft is
really bad
low.
position, needs to be running from the Skarner, and that is going to be the smite coming down. Craftinator is going to be popping barrier, that is going to be getting chipped a little bit by the Skarner, and it's going to be enough to kill, but now Skarner is in a really bad position. Zyra isn't able to really do much, but Skarner is going to be using his ultimate.
Flash,
It's not going to be
Sunless
enough.
over the wall.
Akali is able to follow him over the wall and get that kill.
Okay, so not great for Michigan Tech. I do like that we managed to get that follow-up kill onto the Skarner, and so I think that things could be worse. But I think that was just unlucky that you saw Kraft trying to retreat away from the tower there, get out of the action, and just kind of ended up running to the stack of where CSM was kind of running around trying to get their picks at. But
We do see the lead coming down from Misfortune and Akali. Now I'm pretty sure in terms of like, power carry people,
yeah,
I'd favor Akali, and if Akali can just take out Misfortune, it's looking very good for the side of MTU.
yeah.
Or it was just a matter of is Akali able to kill Misfortune before Misfortune wipes
It's like
wipes
another
MTU?
dive? No, not going to be able
Nope,
to
just
take it
getting
down.
some
but
damage. You can see that Oriana's on the back foot, pinging for assistance.
Good
Skarner
hit
maybe
there.
heading that way.
Gonna get hit
Just
by
face tanking that true damage haymaker, getting a little bit of
Good
damage to
E.
try and bait the set in, but just some casual little plays. We do see that they have vision of that monkey in the bush, so
Yeah.
Wukong does appear to be backing there. They're probably gonna try and stop it, or they might just let it happen. I guess we'll see.
Oh, engage here from Echo here onto Oriana.
Yep,
And this is
completely
going to be Echo
expected.
taking
That
him
is going to be
down.
another kill
but
onto.
Once
Yeah,
again,
just
the
once again going 1-for-1.
turret, mid lane tier 1 turret so far, the MVP of this match for the side of Colorado School of Mines. That is the second kill it has secured onto Echo. I think he probably saw, we weren't able to see it because I think the camera was focused on Oriana, but he probably saw Wiz there coming up for the 2v1. So it's
Yeah,
just
they're
that
just
it was better
running
to
under
just,
tower. Yep.
yeah,
Give
go
the kill
for
to
that.
Ori.
Yeah, don't give the gold down to the jungler.
Yep, so we do see that Wukong needed to flash to get away from that Skarner ult. That is going to be Rel crash down, coming down. That's going to be Rel ult, pulling them into her team, but her team's not really able to do much about it. And that is going to be MTU extremely low and Colorado extremely healthy.
Yeah, I just not sure what the rel ult really did there because there's the big wall in the way.
Yeah, so a bit of a misplay, but we do see Akali, 3-1, 3-2 Akali, apologies, coming in, seeing if they can do anything. Skarner, once again, putting himself in a terrible position, trying to go after Craftinator. Craftinator was able to get away this time, and Akali is just going to be melting through the Skarner's HP. That is going to be the first part of the ultimate. The second part of the ultimate coming down. Akali is able to pick up the kill
but Sunless
onto
gonna be
Skarner,
going
but is
down.
again going to drop to Oriana again.
Yeah, that's just the way the game's been
The way
going.
the
Sunless
cookie
gets
crumbles.
his one and then just immediately dies.
To Oriana. It's like Oriana's been getting as many kills as Sunless has, but
yeah,
just by kind of being there.
I just say the thing that I'm concerned about right now is I just feel like our bot lane is just crumbling almost. I feel like we can't get anything going on there. I think that our mid lane and our top lane are doing really well, but they're just exploiting the fact that we aren't doing well in that bot lane there. I don't know if it's a lack of synergy or just their Misfortune's just doing really well because she has been landing a lot of abilities. But I think that if we're gonna be able to win this game, that's what I need us to fix right now. It's just whatever's happening in the bottom lane.
Yeah, but I mean, Nugtart, sorry, not Nugtart, Music Tabs is going at least going even. He might be
Yeah.
doing a little bit better than that versus this set, which is pretty great to see. We do see that ultimate coming down. So that's going to be dropping his ultimate onto Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is just going to be beating him up, and that's going to be
Missed
a
on the
very low
Q,
set,
but
and that's
it's
going to be a kill going for
kill.
Mordekaiser. And that's going to be Skarner coming down onto Crayon and pulling her right into his team, and they're just going to gang up on and kill Erica.
Yeah, so unfortunately they're kind of getting bullied a little bit, and I think that is going to give the opening for CSM to get onto that Cloud Drake. I think that's a Cloud Drake?
I think that's Cloud Drake.
Okay, yeah, the Cloud Drake, and so be able to take that down. Ooh, a little bit of a worrisome there. Oh, Craft,
Oh,
what was that?
Yeah, that was misfortune. Can we get a scoreboard up? I want to see what her items are, cause yeah, that is a Yomu's item first, so she is going lethality item first, which would explain why his HP bar just kind of disappeared.
I was a little bit more surprised by just the flash toward her.
Yeah,
I think they were going
interesting.
because Nug was coming in from the back there, and so I think they were going for something.
Yeah,
where
and then Craftsman
we
just
do
kind
a
of got
2v1,
immediately
but
exploded.
yeah, he just
Didn't have the barrier up.
control alt delete.
Oh, but this might be a kill onto Oriana.
Yeah, Sunless
Actually,
going in there
like
trying
not dying.
to push, and yeah, so that is
Yeah,
actually going
that's
to
a
be
clean little
Kali.
kill onto Oriana.
And Sunless didn't die.
Yeah,
So hey,
dub.
we're moving up in the world.
Yeah, we do see that Misfortune coming down. Crayon is able to interrupt it, but is going to be dying.
Wukong dead.
Not is going to be dying for that. That's going to be a double kill for Misfortune.
Good dodge there
Music
from
Tabs
Music
is
Tabs.
doing some good work in that top lane, and that is going
Good
to be
hit,
a dead
another
set.
kill.
And it's just he's just doing his thing in the top island. Like, he's up there. It's like he's a hard-working Joe.
Yeah, it's just this Misfortune in the bottom lane. Like, if they can just get like, I don't want to say if they can just get it together, because obviously I'm not the one in their shoes, don't know what's going on there, but it really just feels like that's just the key piece that we're missing right now to just be able to take it.
Putting her down.
Yeah, because like his engage has been good against the other stuff, but now this is going to be the jungle for the side of Colorado School of Mines taking the Rift Herald down, so they're going to have that to summon against the turrets when it comes down to it. And I think that is Boots buff secured for CSM a little bit ago when they got that Drake, I think. Apologies, folks. Forgot to point that out as it came in because they had gotten the second Drake and they had the turret under their belt. But
Yep, that is, yeah. Yep, that's Boots buff.
yeah, so
yeah, we got mid lane or bottom laners have kind of moved to the mid lane. We can see mid laners have kind of moved to the bottom lane.
yeah.
Pretty expected. Top laners are still up there on the island. Just kind of duking it out. Seth's just kind of taking it on the chin, having to go into the music tabs. Mordekaiser. All things considered, he could be running it down harder. So
Yeah.
that's good on the set for like just kind of trying to keep this like as even as he can. It's a rough matchup for Set, but he's doing very well into it.
Yeah, so has that a couple of times, but I mean at this rate, it doesn't really matter how he's doing because his team's just kind of winning the fights on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but hopefully like either Akali can put down this Misfortune. or Mordekaiser can ult the Misfortune, and hopefully wins that 1v1. He may want to pick up a Thornmail if he's going to be trying to go for that.
yeah.
But I guess we'll have to see what happens in those later game team fights. We are reaching the 17-minute mark, and Mordekaiser is still just chunking this set. Just, you hate to see it.
Yeah. So good damage there, or I guess bad damage onto MTU's turrets there is not really what we want to see, but Sunless now here in that bot lane. They are doing their best to defend this mid lane turret. But
yep, that is going to be the Akali
engage.
coming down, and that is going to be the Oriana ult missing, and it just, yep. Doesn't even use the ultimate on Oriana, just kind of walks her down to her tower. They both knew that she was dead. Yeah. And that is going to be a crazy amount of ultimates, the Zyra ult, the Misfortune ult, all coming down. But it does appear that we were able to take out we're not able to take out the Misfortune. That is going to be Nugtart going down as well, and Craftenator needs to move it, or else he's going to follow suit. We do see that Mordekaiser is definitely flashing for that Misfortune, trying to get to
E.
Won't be enough. That E is going to be coming
Dash
out.
towards Craftenator.
Oh no, that is going to be another kill going down onto Craftenator, but hopefully, yep.
Yeah, we're gonna get the trade back, but that was good target acquisition there from their Skarner, just recognizing that Craft was a little bit overextended, even though he was far behind our lines. And just end up going for that, does manage to take that down. So a good trade from Mordekaiser there. Exactly what we saw him coming down from that top lane to be able to get some stuff done. But I mean, the sacrifice for this is that now our minions get pushed under tower, and Set's actually going to get some good tower damage, maybe even taking the tower here.
Yeah, we just had that TP down, coming down from Mordekaiser. Let's see what happens from it. Oh no, it's Akali. Apologies. Akali is showing up, and Mordekaiser is coming in from the river.
I don't want to be Set right now.
That is going to be a missed Akali Q. What is his game plan here? He probably wants to try and kill the Akali, but it's just not going to work out that way.
And this is going to be another one of our turrets probably going down here in the mid lane. Nug not really able to do that much to defend. Crafner rotating in as the red
Yeah,
turret does go
going for a
down.
little
And
bit of poke and just immediately punished for it.
oh, Craftinator, that's just
Very
unlucky.
unfortunate. I mean, if we can get the scoreboard pulled up, because like I feel like he's at nearing a point where like he doesn't really. Can we get a scoreboard pulled up? Let's go, scoreboard. Yeah, you can see he's kind of nearing a point where I don't know where that kill came in at.
Yeah.
But like eventually your bounties aren't really worth much, as like once you go like 0 and 7, it's like, oh, you gained like 50 gold. Congratulations.
Yeah,
But
I mean, my eyes are drawn to Wukong 0 and 3, Erica 0 and 5. Obviously
yeah,
on
that's a
support now,
lot of
expected
damage
to
coming
get
down
those
onto
kills.
Sunless. Sunless needs to be moving it, or else it's quickly going to find themselves in the grave. And we do see that Misfortune is going to be chasing and dropping the ultimate under
the
tower.
ult.
Akali trying to E in to try and kill the Misfortune before dying, but just wasn't enough. Wukong is trying to get as much damage as possible, able to take out
There's
that
a kill for
Orianna.
Nug.
We do see that Q coming down from Rel onto the Zyra, trying to secure that kill. Nugtart looking very low, but is going to be dashing in anyway, and still looking very, very low. But so is Wukong, and that's going to be a kill for Crayon. Crayon just not worrying about like letting Wukong take it to get the gold on someone else. Just like we need to put him down right now.
Yeah, so good the bounce back there. I did want to point out Misfortune, 10 and 0.
Yep, took out Sunless.
Yes.
That wasn't great.
They are having a good game, one might actually say.
Yeah, I'd agree with that sentiment, honestly.
Yeah, good little pull here on the Neon Rainbow, though. That's going to be the...
Yeah, we just see another set flash coming out, doing a lot of damage, but not enough to really stop. Although Music Tabs are getting very low. That was at 1,000 gold coming down from getting that Q on both the Misfortune and the set and killing both of them.
Yeah,
Absolutely wild.
I was worried. Misfortune finally going down. It's just...
Yeah, crazy bounty to go on to Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
Music Tabs is kind of proven that he's a problem.
Let's
Someone's trying to go for something, but...
Are they going to try to steal the dragon? I mean, blue team takes down Rift Herald. If they do get this dragon, that would be extremely problematic for the side of mission attack.
We do see that Nugtart is looking very healthy, assuming that they can burst down this... Skarner fast enough, and then Wukong is able to stay alive. We should be looking good for stealing this dragon. And that is going to be the Skarner going down. Zyra is going to be flashing over this wall. Or not, or she's just going to take it. Yeah, we just see Sunless was expecting that flash. But never came out. Doesn't matter. We take the dragon.
Just like that, it's 19-19. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself. This has been good. If you only look at this game from the 16-minute mark, we have done very well. People are getting kills.
Yeah, let's just ignore everything that happened before 15 minutes.
Exactly.
I mean, if you just ignore it, then you can like manifest that it isn't real and doesn't matter.
Yeah, it actually never happened. So
true. I don't remember that. You're lying. So we do see Crayon down here alone trying to hold off this Rift Herald. Very low. Not what you want to see. Thankfully, Craftinator and Nugtart are in the area, and hopefully they'll be able to do something about that Rift Herald.
Yeah, be able to take it down and...
Well, Rift Herald is getting pretty close to the tower.
Are we gonna hit it?
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
We're good.
Good job. No worries
we do
on
see
that front.
Otacon coming to the side of Colorado here. At least they're sieging it down. It doesn't appear that... No, MTO definitely knows. Definitely knows.
Yeah.
Nugtart is going to be looking to... No, he's going to be leaving. Mordekaiser not looking to go for the ultimate on Misfortune. They're just going to give it over.
Take it over.
That's fair.
So gold lead only about 1,000 now. Do you want to point that out? Just, could be worse.
Yeah, we do see a bit of a congregation in the mid lane here.
Yeah, this is potentially gearing up for another big team fight.
Yeah, we do see that Mordekaiser and Set in the bot lane area, although Mordekaiser is currently heading up towards mid lane. You see Akali is trying not to get poked out too much by this Misfortune.
Yeah, just taking on our ward there in that bush.
But no crazy. We do see Craftinator going in on the Zyra here. I mean, it hasn't worked out too well for him so far, but it is going to work out this time as Sunless is able to burst down the Zyra. Music Tabs is taking a little bit of damage from this Misfortune. Did ult, but Misfortune was able to get under a tower, and Mordekaiser is not able to chase her down from there.
Yeah.
We do see Akali flashing in, going for the ultimate, trying to get the kill. Misfortune is going to be picking up the kill onto Akali. This is now looking absolutely terrible, although Wukong was able to interrupt the Misfortune ult, which is kind of massive for MTU, but will it be enough? We need to see Mordekaiser getting some crazy damage down onto the side of Colorado. Will it be enough? Is able to dodge the true damage from Set, and that is going to be hopefully able to take out the Skarner here.
Please take out the Skarner.
And then hopefully taking out the Orianna as well.
Going
for the Orianna
the flash
to try and get the
to
slow.
Dodge the Q.
Crayon walking way too far up, following that Skarner, and is going to die for it. Oh,
Yeah, just
we do see the
ooh.
rocket belt Q from Mordekaiser securing that kill onto Oriana.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's Rocket Belt
That is an
Q.
rocket belt is an item you can buy. It gives you a dash.
Yeah, okay. Michigan Tech with the kill lead.
Yeah,
Somehow we did that.
Sunless is kind of popping off. I mean, what can
Yeah,
I
I
say?
think Sunless and music tabs. I mean, I am obviously no stranger to glazing the heck out of music tabs, and he was on Mordekaiser, but like him and Sunless together have been the thing that have like kept us in this game. Just there's but a little bit of hand holding kind of feels like.
Yeah, no, Craftinator. I mean, Zyra is a really rough rain opponent to go into,
Yeah.
and then you put that on top of like a misfortune, and it's like, oh, this
Oh
is
yeah, I know that.
so annoying to go
Every
into.
time Misfortune does the thing, it's just
I feel bad for him. I wouldn't
yeah,
want to be in this game, but good on him for soldiering through and getting it done.
yeah. But things kind of fall back into a lull here. Everybody's back online after that team fight, so Michigan Tech probably wanting to focus on getting another one of these towers down, something like that. Gold lead is only at about 600, but we are down by 2 towers.
Yep, they do got pings coming down on the Mordekaiser in the bottom side river here, so they definitely know that he's there. They're looking for something. Oh, we see Craftinator dashing over the wall, trying to go for something, and again going to get caught out, but thankfully not killed this time, although taking massive damage from the
Music
Zyra
Tabs is pretty big
Misfortune.
in it. The E's gonna hit.
Music Tabs is going under tower for this
Okay,
Misfortune. That's
there
going
it
to kill
goes.
onto Misfortune, getting some massive healing, but it's not going to be enough as he goes down to
Skarner back
Skarner.
onto him.
Skarner dragging down Wukong under tower. You see that settled, coming down onto Crayon, and that's going to be a kill for Oriana onto the side of MTU. And I mean, most of our screens are looking pretty monotone.
Yeah, this is unfortunate there. I think
Yep,
Krang
that
just
set flash
overextended
is going to be
again.
coming out, but Sunless is going to be doing a little bit of juking and then uses the second part of Ultimate to dash over the wall and get away.
Yeah, so that wasn't a great fight there. I think that there was good engage early on from Kraft, got a good amount of damage, weren't really able to follow up on it. Kraft just got DPS down to like 1. Right off the rip, had to flash out, and then it kind of just felt like we were giving up a couple of ones, like I think like Nug goes in, dies, and then Krang goes in, dies, and we're kind of just, taking those ones because we're wanting to follow up on that damage that was dealt, but not really doing so as a team. A little
I do
bit
believe that was
disjointed.
1 per 3. We got to kill on the Misfortune, but that was it.
Yeah.
And did the stream just crash again?
I don't think it's the stream that crashed. I think that it's the game that crashed.
It's the game that crashed?
Yeah, because...
Oh, okay. How fantastic. It's the game just stopped. Yay!
Interesting.
So
when
it
that
looks like we're having
happens.
some technical difficulties. We're going to go into an intermission here briefly while we figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, it appears that League just died as soon as the game ended. Unfortunately, MTU did end up losing that game. I mean, considering how things were going, I mean, I guess Mordekaiser and Akali got taken out or something, and they were
Yeah.
just able to push to win.
Yeah, so that very unfortunate. I think that my condolences to the team. I think that now that this officially wraps up all of the Playfly stuff except maybe Smash.
There is a match where they are going to
Oh
be
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
who's in third and fourth,
Yeah.
but going all the way to semifinals, like getting third or fourth place, is very good.
Yeah, I just want to commend the League of Legends team on how well they did. Because even though, third is the best that we could get, it looks like OSU did end up winning their game. So we will be playing UNCCH, JV League of Legends.
Yeah, we'll find out
Whoever
who the
that
University
is.
of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. I'm fairly certain we've versed
Yes.
them before.
So that is who we will be versing in the third or fourth place match. And so, like we said, unfortunate that the season ended here, but also just a big congratulations to Michigan Tech and our League of Legends players for making it to the semifinals. That is a very impressive achievement. I know obviously it's a lot better than like we did on Val and stuff like that. And so, while it sucks that this is the way it had to end, it does have to end. And just a congratulations to Colorado School of Mines for a good game. I think that especially whoever was on misfortune there at the end was kind of just hard diffing us a little bit. And so I think that they deserve to win this one because I don't think we were playing at our best in some instances. So a good game though. We got some funny moments out of it. Just want to give another big shout out here at the end to all of our sponsors as a thank you for supporting our athletes as we continue to play. And throughout all of this, none of this will be possible without your guys' support. While not that much is going to be happening in the near future, we do recommend again that you do stay up to date with everything happening with Michigan Tech. And so whether that's following our Twitter account, whether that's following us on Twitch, subscribing to our YouTube channel, stuff like that. Do all that stuff so that you are make sure to be notified for when we do go live and stuff like that.
Yeah. Thank you again for joining us here. I've been Ben.
I'm Aiden.
And that's going to be all from us. Have a great night. Go Huskies.